I never imagined I'd have to fight a battle back home while serving overseas. I was deployed in the Middle East, focused on my mission and counting down the months until I could return to my small home in Arizona. Before leaving, I notified my HOA, updated my contact info, and entrusted a close friend with power of attorney to handle any property issues. Everything seemed secure until I got an unusual message from a neighbor. He mentioned seeing unfamiliar people living in my house and asked if I had rented it out. My stomach dropped. I hadn't authorized anything like that. After a few frantic calls and emails, I discovered the HOA had claimed I'd abandoned the property. Without notifying me or my legal representative, they entered the home, changed the locks, and listed it for rent through a third-party management company. A family had already moved in. I was stunned. They had no legal right to do that. I immediately contacted JAG, Judge Advocate General, and provided all documentation proving my ownership and deployment status. Under the Service Members Civil Relief Act, SCRA, I was protected against precisely this sort of abuse. Things moved fast after that. My commander, outraged by the HOA's blatant violation, authorized our legal unit to intervene. Within hours, JAG issued a cease and desist order. A military liaison contacted local law enforcement, and within 24 hours of discovering the situation, the renters were given notice, and the locks were changed back. Thankfully, the renters were cooperative once they understood they'd been misled. They were refunded by the management company and found alternate housing. What shocked me most wasn't just the HOA's audacity. It was how easily they tried to take advantage of someone who was thousands of miles away serving the country. When I returned home weeks later, I walked into my house, still mostly intact, but the sense of violation lingered. I pursued legal action, and with support from my military attorneys, I won a settlement that forced the HOA to issue a public apology, pay damages, and revise their internal policies. This experience taught me that service members are vulnerable not just on the battlefield, but at home too. But it also reminded me of the strength of a united military family. When one of us is targeted, we don't back down, we fight back.